All right, man. Let's talk about James Harden real quick. Now, apparently, James Harden wants to go team up with Russell Westbrook and the LA Clippers. Now, to give you some entire, give you put it in perspective. I think Philadelphia would have got a deal done with. I feel like they would have got a deal done with the Houston Rockets, but Ime Udoka, the new head coach with Houston, reportedly said that he didn't want anything to do with James Harden or coaching James Harden. You can't blame him. He's a team obliterator. He's a cancer. In the middle of playoffs, he need to go to Vegas. A lot of people get tired of those shenanigans when you get washed up. And when it comes to the playoffs, every year he's always been washed up. So it says rumors the Clippers murky James Harden interest revealed. Los Angeles Clippers interest in trading for James Harden for Philadelphia might not be there. So Clippers might not want him. It says that since James Harden opted into his contract request from the Philadelphia 76ers, it has been known that his desired destination has been the Clippers. However, the latest report indicates the Clippers might not be interested in making that happen. There's only one team he wants to go to, and that's the Clippers. Zach Lowe said, according to the real GM, because he wanted to go to Phoenix and the Houston, but that ain't happening with Bill and Ime Udoka. Their level of engagement here to me is unclear, not super enthusiastic. Despite what might be a lukewarm interest from the Clippers, Lowe also said it might seem unlikely for James to return to 76ers. So I don't know what to make of the possibility that Harden would ever go back to Philly. Lowe said, according to a real GM, I continue to hear from people who know that bridge is burned, but that's what people who would know would say on July 17th with 2 months or whatever before training camp. So apparently him and Daryl Morey don't have the best of relationships. So they was buddy buddy. Daryl Morey the one that destroyed the relationship between the NBA and China. I forget what tweet he said. That's why I tell y'all, don't bring politics into the workplace. Don't bring religious views into the workplace. Don't bring none of your conservative, liberal views in the workplace. All it can do is destroy the money. That's literally all it can do. You know. Um, but apparently him and Daryl Morey ain't really cool no more. So a lot of people was basically saying that a lot of people was basically saying that it was Doc Rivers, but now, when it comes to when it comes to James Harden, it just seemed like he just tend to fall out with everybody, you know. So he just tend to fall out with everybody. It says 76 rumor James Harden, Daryl Morey have a severed relationship amid trade talk. He fell out. He fell out with Chris Paul. Everybody fought with Chris Paul. He fell out with Westbrook for a second. He fell out in Brooklyn, rightfully so. Rightfully so. So it said after working together for nearly a decade, Harden and 76ers manager Daryl Morey are experiencing a divide in a long-term relationship amidst the star trade request according to Shams. Shams reported that Harden opted in the final year of his contract, $35.6 million to demand the trade to Los Angeles Clippers. 76ers weren't being genuine in their negotiation over a long-term deal. The relationship between Harden and Morey is essentially severed. It's essentially fractured throughout the process. So, so basically, he mad. It's not like he mad over negotiation process, and a lot of that come from the ownership. A lot of that come from the ownership. You know, a lot of that come from ownership. You know, a lot of that come from ownership. And don't nobody want them because if somebody did want them, somebody would have paid them on the market. Somebody would have paid them. Somebody would have paid him. So I mean, like I continue to say, man, you know, I think for James, uh, he might end up staying there. Somebody might get desperate. Will he sit out the year and miss money? I don't see James missing money. James like the titty bar too much. I don't know how smart he is with his money. But don't nobody want to miss, $35.6 million, especially when it may be his last payday. He might find his way out the league. He might find his way out the league. So, but then don't nobody want him. And then if nobody want him, what do? You keep him. You keep him, and then they going around saying they want something to value for him. How you get something to value for somebody who don't possess no value? 76ers Darren Moore makes it clear what he wants in return in any James Harden scenario trade. He said, if we don't either get a very good player or something we can turn into a very good player, then we're just not going to do it. Morey told Sports Talk Station, according to Philly Voice. If James were to turn his mind around, well, he would be thrilled. You've heard Joel comments, but at this moment, he prefers to be traded, and we are attempting to honor that. So ain't nothing coming, ain't nothing like that coming, unless you got a subjective, broad view what a good player is, or something we can turn into a good player. So where are you gonna get that from? The Knicks might be can throw something together. You know, maybe Milwaukee might be able to throw something together. You know, but James Harden ain't serious about winning no championship. So at the same time, you kind of really wasting your breath. You really wasting your breath on even speaking on it, because he ain't serious about winning no championship, and we all know it. He come in the best shape of his life, but he's failed to do that year in, year out. So that is what it is, man. Let me know what you girls and guys think. Thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. Next subscribe button is the bell icon button. Hit all notifications, increase your chance, get notifications. We go live or drop video. Financially want to support the channel. Cash App, $ CJ Good 313. Venmo CJ Good 313. PayPal link in the description. Hit the link tree. Find me on Twitter, Instagram, Spotify, Anchor, Cash App, Venmo, PayPal, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, the whole nine. My link tree is the first link in the description. Appreciate the love and support. Check my new channel out, Free Game 89. That link's in the description and in the link tree. Peace.